Okay. Amber, good morning. You beat me here. I was trying to. Oop, no, don't do that. I was occupied with making myself look as passable as possible. It didn't go well, but do the best we can. I'm trying. All right. How are you doing today, friend? We're cooking today. It's happening. Excited about it. Nervous about it. Hey, friend, I'm proud of you. We're dedicating this cooking stream to Amber. I am so happy for you, friend. Ellie says hi also. Ellie. Hey. All right. She says hi. Okay. You know, I shaved shorter than I would like, so now God, I hate that. I really hate. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Anywho, let's get some food out. Yeah, because we're gonna be cooking, right? Yeah. I mean, we're gonna try to. Hold on. Let's see. What do we got? Well, I got it. Hold on. I'm glad I was hoping it would distract from like my face. Right. So I just bought they sell pre-sliced mushrooms now, and it is, oof, let me tell you. It's a good look. Okay, so we're making stuff today that's like adjacent to things I make, but I actually bothered to look up a decent recipe, so like just different enough where I'm gonna just we're gonna go slow, we're gonna go one step at a time, we're gonna chat and make some stuff. It's not gonna be professional. I'm gonna need to keep stopping to look at the recipe, but it's like that sometimes. So we got that. I got some potatoes, like really big potatoes. Craffy, good morning. How are you doing today? Yeah, like it's supposed to just be relaxed. We're hanging out and cooking. Look how big these potatoes are. Look at this thing. Well, you don't know how big my hands are, so got decent sized hands. You know what they say about people with big hands? They need big gloves. Big potato though. Hold on, let me. You know how big a microphone is. Hold on. Oh, here's my mouse. Hold on. Let me compare my potato to my mouse. It is, if I can line it up right. Like that's a big potato, right? Terrible angle. Right. How do I? Yeah. Like, look at that. Terrifying. Spuds. John B, good morning. How are you doing today? Are you as well? Oh God, people are showing up now. I'm so embarrassed. Luxby, hi. Alright, so we're picking out some potatoes because we're not going to need all these potatoes, right? I'm cooking for one, so this is going to be a fat person meal, but a fat person meal for one. So, chonkin' potatoes. Those chonk potatoes, if you will. Hold on. What? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know I gave my mods the ability to comment on that schedule channel. That kind of caught me off guard, John B. All right. So we got mushrooms. I got some potatoes. Yeah, the problem is my fridge is like super full right now. Nematodia. Like, I'd be more surprised if I didn't just ping all of you, but I'm still very thankful. You're all wonderful. Okay, so we got that. We got what else am I making? Hold on. Right. Okay. Keep in mind I'm bad at stuff, so we're just gonna do the best we can. I don't have any cream, so we're gonna go with half and half. That's just gonna have to do. Add some butter to it or something. Right. Pizza shirt. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. I love my pizza shirt. I was hoping it would distract from my face. Ideally. Have to do. Nah, we were actually. I had someone in chat talking like, we haven't seen you in a little while, and we were like missing you, so I'm glad you stopped in. Appreciate you, friend. Okay. And then we got butter. Butter's important. We got garlic. We got. I got some stuff up. I'll be right back. Hold up. Why are you yelling at me? You just ate. Hey. Oh, I came back. I think Miles knows that I'm anxious because he's like running around right now and like sliding into walls and stuff. All right. I'm sure there's going to be a few other things I need to get out, but I've been hoarding my stuff in my room like some kind of dragon because we're needing canned crab meat. And I don't know if you've ever bought canned crab meat. This is my first time. It is expensive. Oh, man. So we're treating ourselves. As well as Old Bay, which I've heard good things. Never tried it, heard good things. Some pasta. And just way more beef broth than I actually need. But yeah, I need beef broth. If you're hoping for a low sodium cooking stream, my bad. Oh, okay. So, yeah, like, when do you ever buy canned crab meat? Like, when does that ever come up? Like, off the top of your head, you're like, you know what I haven't had in a while? Crab. No. Right? So it's like, I mean, it's tasty, but, okay, so, that's most of what we got going on. Meat. So, actually, to clear up, I realized I didn't say it. Yeah, I said that before. Mashed potato, crab mac and cheese, and Salisbury steak. So that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Defoe, good morning. How are you doing today? Happy. Like a spice rack. You're just in a kitchen, being cozy, making soup. The coziest food. All right. Oh. Oh, I mentioned mac and cheese. I forgot to get my cheeses out. So, couldn't find a block of Parmesan, so I got a bag. I'm not happy about it either, but it doesn't take that much anyway. Some medium cheddar. And I was looking for Gruyere, but they did not have any at Walmart. So, pepper jack, it's going to be a little bit spicy. And I think that's going to add to the experience. So, what do we do first? Hold on. Yeah, like, that's why I was so nervous going into this thing, because it's like, all of the best people are here. I'm nervous talking to each of you. Oh God. What are we gonna do first? Actually, hold on. Let's I guess let's start boiling some pasta. I suppose, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let's start boiling some pasta. And you know what they say about boiling pasta. You need water. That's what they say. There's certainly a level of excitement going on. I'm very cheesed about the whole situation, but very nervous. Doesn't help that I shaved too short and I look like a
beads.
Beads. I look like an infant crossed with a boil. It's awful. Very not happy about it. I'm not sure how that sounded through the microphone, but I'm hoping it was pleasant instead of bad. We're doing some ASMR time. You monster! I cannot believe I forgot to turn that off. Oh my god. Alright, let me get my water boiling first, you... Jonas, good morning. How are you doing today? Oh yeah, nematode. If you got soup going on, have some bread, some toasty bread. All right. All right, just God, it's Defoe, I'm mad at you.
If you can't compete, you can't eat. And you know eat rhymes with sweet. And I'm gorgeous over here, boy. We honeybees over here.
I do be honeybees, thank you. I lowered the cost of a few audios, and I'm proud of you. It's a lot cheaper, but like, I think there's like a cooldown. You're only allowed like 2 of them per stream, so just in case you need it. All right.
And this is to go even further.
Thank you. I mean, you made me lose count. All right. I don't mind electric. It's just you have to get really used to an electric stove because with gas, that doesn't matter which gas stove you're using. You can look at the fire and tell how hot it is if you're used to that. Whereas electric, you have to really get used to that specific electric oven, stove, hob, whichever. You have to like really get used to which numbers are which heat versus you can just look at a gas stove and be like, that's medium. Oh yeah, no, it is very late, so I appreciate it, Nap. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you get some good rest. Oh. I'm kind of upset because how unflattering I already looked. Now I'm all sweaty and red. Oh God, Defoe, you're a villain. All right. So, hold on. I just need to see what temperature I need my oven on. Hold up. We're gonna do the professional thing and do more than one thing at once. You know, you're like, why don't you do something else while the pasta's boiled? Like, all right, Wolfgang Puck, calm down. I'm trying. God, I hate this so much. Hold on. Really? Okay. It became a thing without me noticing. If you've never cooked for yourself, I can imagine it's really overwhelming and stupid because every time I do one of these cooking streams, I look up a recipe. It gives you a list of ingredients, and it's like, it never gives you temperatures or anything. Like, is that a thing that's happened? Like, have people just stopped doing that? I'm mad. I'm looking at this recipe, it says like, oh, just cook it for a few minutes. Like, well, thank you. Appreciate that. We're gonna freestyle it. You know, we're gonna do our best. I'm gonna put it on 350 Fahrenheit because everything seems to go by 350. I think that's like 180 Celsius, right? Like everything goes by that, right? That's the temperature you cook everything at. So let's just. Do you have a cast iron? It's not mine, so don't. I hate cast iron so much. It's not mine. It does not belong to me. So we're gonna move this out of the way. It's cast iron is used for weightlifting and defending yourself against burglars. That is the only uses for cast iron. 425, really? That would have to be like something that doesn't take very long at all to cook, right? Less time, more heat. I guess. I've seen some chicken recipes that go by 400. We are doing mashed potatoes, crab, macaroni and cheese, and some Salisbury steaks with mushroom gravy. Very excited about it. But we're gonna. Oh my god! I look terrible. I chose the worst time to shave. I look like an infant that just aged poorly. I don't know. If you think about it, aren't we all just infants that aged poorly? Okay, right? Where's my frying pan? Like, I promise, I always look bad, but not this bad. Like, this is very unflattering today. We got ourselves a big one. Crabberoni and cheese. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you for that. You guys are great. Oh, all right. Hold on. Speaking of great, we gotta shred some cheese. Man, I'm just knocking it out today. Oh man, it's 10 out of 10 humor. Cats are very confused. They're all staring at me and running around. So I will get the meat in the pan, and then we're going to start grating just a whole bunch of cheese. I've heard Celsius 180 is about because 350 is about what we do over here for everything. All right. Yeah, I don't have my antenna, but I got my B glasses on. So actually, first step, we actually need to separate the meat into, I'm going to say quadrants. Because I don't know what else to call them. Patties, probably. Oh, yeah, I realized that some of you may have not seen my glasses before. Yeah, these are my B glasses. They were like not even $3 on Amazon. And then the shipping was free. It's wild. They're the cheapest. Like, they're just a solid piece of plastic. They're as dark on the inside as they are on the outside. It's wild. Tomatoes. Making a Salisbury steak, Jonas. Silly goose. Although we are using hamburger because it's a Salisbury steak. Jonas, you're from over there, right? You guys make some stuff differently than we make some stuff. No shame. I'm noticing some difference. Usually, no shame. I've seen people from Europe make spaghetti with celery and carrots in it, and every time it makes me angry. Every time. Oh, we're making crab, macaroni and cheese, and then Salisbury steak separately. Is why. I'm sorry for confusing. Let's also, in case you haven't ever considered, rubber spatula. Rubber spatula is the best thing. All of the benefit of a wood spatula, but it's a little bendy, so actually you can get places you can scrape a bit. It fits your pan better, and you don't have to worry about scratching it. It's the best thing. I about promise you I'm going to mess up that boiling pasta. Terrible at multitasking. So it feels like it's still a little frozen in the middle. Oh yeah, Salisbury. If any of you are Salisbury, then let me know. Give you a shout out. It's still frozen in the middle. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You know how sometimes you do stuff differently than you're supposed to? Turn that down a little bit. So here's what we're going to do. Instead of pattying it up and cooking them, we're going to cook it and then cut it into four. Make like a big one and then just, why can't you? We're going to find out. Miles says hi. I told them. Hi. I know. What? Yeah. Still. Hi. Hi. I love him so much. Always yelling at me. That's just you bees, you buffoon, you gotta heat up the pan first. That is actually true. That is. So to do this, we're Yeah, that's Miles. I got a Miles emote actually. If you're a follower. So, what we're gonna do for these? We're going to crank up the heat on the pan. When I say sear, I mean we're going to about to burn it on the outside, and we want it still raw on the inside. At which point we're going to bake it. But doing that will give us just enough of the fatty juice. We can put some stuff with it, make some gravy. Then we put the gravy in a pan, we put the steaks in the gravy, and then we bake it, and they finish cooking in that. But they'll have that crispy outside still. So they'll have all the flavor of the gravy, but they're going to be crispy on the outside because we're doing that first. Right. But I do need to preheat that thing first, right? While I'm doing that, let me get my strainer out. I promise I know how to cook. I'm just terrible at multitasking. I only ever make one thing at a time, so this is like always really wild for me. Actually, that's a lot of hamburger. Hold on. Do I need two of these? I don't think I need two of these. Yeah. Yeah, it's alright. Okay, so that's interesting too. Because I find the way a lot of people do a Salisbury steak is they make it like a meatloaf. They do breadcrumbs and egg. I do not. I make it the same way you'd make a hamburger. So salt and pepper. I want it to be more hamburgery than meatloafy. Nothing wrong with meatloaf, but it's a different. That's not what I'm going for, you know. I imagine it's a skill you cultivate, but at the same time, I'm also incredibly nervous when I'm on stream, so it's like it makes it even more difficult for me to do stuff. I'm trying to talk to you guys, and oh, Miles. Alright, it's actually getting relatively close, so we probably should actually do some stuff. I've decided we only need the 1 pound of meat, because of course we do. And the other one's thawed out already, so we're just gonna relocate this one to, or not. Hold on. Oh my god. Why happened here? How can I stop that from happening? I don't want it to happen. Oh man, she got a time machine. Wow. Probably keep it to yourself, to be honest. I was going to ask you to share, but you know, can't be trusted. Although if I betrayed you, you could just go back to before you trusted me. So I guess you know, time machines are wild. Only 2990 kids remember time machines. Or something. I don't know. I'm sorry.
What is going on?
God, I wish I knew. Who done it? Defoe, I feel you. I understand. I just, you know. Welcome to me rambling while a pot of pasta boils in the background. You know, we'll just do the best we can. Okay, pasta's very nearly done. $20.99. Oh, Joe Stories, good morning. How are you doing today, friend? I appreciate you all the time. Same goes for you guys, all you guys. Always. Put on my Brad shades again. And actually, we're going to be baking that for just a little bit, so it can probably stand to be a little al dente, right? Yeah. Normally, I hate it when people cook pasta al dente because it's just a hipster way of saying undercooked. But we're going to be baking it some more, so it's going to be it's going to be cooked. I have resolved to stop burning myself in the kitchen. It's my goal. Whip. Okay, right. I tell you, I really want to wear these glasses as I'm already struggling. Hold on. It was. I was tempted to take some medicine before stream started. God, I'm so glad I didn't do that. Ah, Joe Story is good night. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in, friend. I hope you get some good sleep. All right, so this one should be thawed out, and that pan should be getting close to being ready. So once we get this heated up, we can start shredding some cheese, right? Yeah. Kind of worried about this sticking together just because, well, bees, you absolute idiot. That's why people put breadcrumbs and egg in them in the first place to help them stay together. Usually it's not a problem. It's just this I had to freeze and thaw out, and if you freeze it and thaw it out, it kind of breaks apart. The same way, you know how like roads break apart in the winter? Yeah, it's like that. It's fine. Like if you got a Salisbury steak that's like broke into a few pieces, it's all right. It's just gotta taste good. Oh, Big, good morning. How are you doing today, friend? Big, I respect you. My hands are full of meat. Could you guys do an exclamation point chant for me? One of you or more, multiple of you? I'd appreciate it if you would. I lied. It's not thawed in the middle, but we're about to do some surgery. Can you cut? Guys, I think I just discovered a life hack. You can just cut through frozen stuff. Man. All right. Is that not? Hold on, my bad. See, that's why we do stuff, to figure stuff out. Hold on. Where is? Oh, there we go. I fixed it. See, we're testing stuff. Appreciate you guys. There was some suspense. It's like, oh, who's the champion? I don't know. I know we got it. I'll be honest, I'm looking at OBS right now because that's the only way I can do all of this together. But, so I don't know who's here, how many people are here, but I appreciate each of you. I was going to say, it looks like everything's going all right. Don't know. Okay. So that should be good. But Defoe, you're already so fresh. Oh. Oh yeah, these are gonna fall apart like crazy. Oh, I'm very bad at doing things. It's fine. That's why you cook for yourself. You know, it doesn't matter if it's ugly.
If you can't compete, you can't eat. And you know eat rhymes with sweet, and I'm gorgeous over here, boy. We honeybees over here.
You be honeybees. Each of you guys. All of you, honorary honeybees. That's why you ever catch like a grandmother making something really good?
This
Christ.
is to go even further.
Even further B. I'm proud of that one. I'm so glad I even thought to do that in the first place. You know, I probably should freeze these, for being honest. That'd probably make the most sense in the world. It's too late now. We're gonna have, we're gonna do our best. Oh my god, yeah, this is gonna be bad. Let me wash my hands first. Use your favorite peach scented hand soap. I'm so glad. Like, I don't even know why I thought of it. It's just, it popped into my head, like, even further B. And I do not know why I thought of it that way, but I did. You always got Dragon Ball Z on the mind, you know what I'm saying? Let's season some stuff. And then you realize your pepper grinder's out of pepper, you're just going to use the canned stuff because life's short. Instead of salt, you go for that stuff because it's made from anchovies, so it's salty, but it's got like a fishy. I really don't want to say umami, but it's like all the saltiness, but it's got a lot of meaty flavor to it. So usually you can go for that instead. It's fine. So we're going to see how this goes. I do not know how hot that pan is. We're going to find out. Spy Family. I've never even heard of it. Oh, Big, I'm sorry. That's... Oh, man. I hate to find out this way. Alright, let's find out. In case you hear an alarm, it's the fire alarm. That's what that will be. Fizz! Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like, usually you can swap out salt with Worcestershire. It's like spaghetti. Like, really, I mean, it's like, it's tasty. It's a secret ingredient. People don't know about it. Nematode, good morning. I'm not making soup, but I probably should be. It'd be smarter. Okay, I'm sorry, but I wasn't actually expecting the alarm to go off. I was just joking. All right. It's like I got some Worcestershire in the pan and it smokes badly if you do that. Oh yeah, no, I muted it so it wouldn't like be really obnoxious for you guys. Just me trying to be thoughtful. I know. I figured it would have been really loud, so I was trying to be polite about it. But 5 alarm chili. Yeah, I gotta make chili sometime. I told Joe, not Joe. I told Defoe I was gonna send him my chili recipe sometime. I'm gonna do that. So I don't know what we're supposed to be doing next. Hold on. Actually, okay, we're going to start making the gravy, and we'll, because it has to go for a little bit, and we're going to shred some cheese. So I should be able just to. Yeah, hold on. So, what do I need for gravy? Hold on. Like a measurement. How much of what? Olive oil, get out of here. Stop. Wild. Tablespoons flour. Okay. So give me a second. I'm going to add some stuff to this pan, get some gravy started. Come back over, shred some cheese for probably an hour because I got a lot of cheese to shred. I guess I could tell you what I'm putting in there. That butter, because you can turn meat fat into tasty gravy if you do put some butter and some flour. We're gonna do some other stuff too. So, where's my flour at? Oh God, I'm a bee looking for flour. Oh Jesus, wild. And then about 3 tablespoons of flour. We're going to be putting some beef stock in that too, so I feel like I added maybe a little bit too much, but it's fine. We can correct for that. Okay. So I believe we just need the mushrooms. 2 cups of that. We're gonna use some more Worcestershire sauce because it's magical. So yeah, this part's just me adding stuff to a pan, but we're gonna, you know, I say this all the time. If you have tap water that you would not drink, like it's really irony or something, don't cook with it. It upsets me. I hate it so much because like my family will adamantly refuse to drink the water from the sink, and they'll buy bottled water. Like, oh, you know, maybe not the best for the environment, but fine, whatever. And then they'll make coffee with it. Like, stop. I hate it. Oops. All right. Oh, that looks very not good. It's fine. It's all right. It's like flour and butter and stuff in there. It'll be all right. It'll look decent here eventually. Well, yeah. One is bathroom water, silly goose. Got to side with Mrs. S. the Big on this one. But like, I'm wildly unhealthy. The only reason I'm even kind of healthy at all in the least is all through my life I've insisted on drinking water. Like, as a child, I'd get a Happy Meal. I would insist that I drink water with it. The only healthy choice I've made in my life, but you know, yeah. I was a weird kid. I used to hang, like in high school when I was supposed to be in class, I used to hang out in the woods and illicit activities. Drink some water out of a stream every once in a while. It's a big stream. It wasn't like, you know, it was like a big stream. It's fine. I survived. So settlers have been doing it for eons. God, I love water. Hey, thank you for the hydrate. I'm actually, all this conversation, I'm getting a little, all these squats and running around the kitchen, I've been getting a little parched. Well, hydrate. Actually, while I'm doing this, I don't know if you guys have. It's a little on the early side for my American people, and it's a little on the late side for my. Nope, not doing it. Nope, that's it. Would somebody refund Defoe? That was it. We get one workout this stream. I'm not doing some push-ups. I'm drinking some water, and I'm not gonna cry. Can't make me cry this stream. Maybe. I was going to ask if you guys have eaten yet, and if you have, what did you eat? Because it's a bit early for my American people, it's a bit late for my Europe people. I forgot to turn it off, and I did do one of them, so, you know, we're all friends here, just you know, relax a little bit. I'm going to put some pepper in there, hold on, I'm missing some stuff. Cloves of garlic. Who adds cloves of garlic? Who owns garlic? I don't know. I actually don't know how much garlic is a clove of garlic, so we're just gonna. The garlic's tasty. We're gonna put a lot of garlic in it. I've decided that a clove of garlic is like a tablespoon. Okay, right. We're gonna find out. I like it real peppery. And it calls for salt, but it's also like nearly all beef broth in Worcestershire, so it's like that's plenty salty, right? Oh, that sounds really good too. Tasty. Oh, crafty, my goodness. Okay, so mine's medium cheddar, but I got some pepper jack with it also. And a little bit of Parmesan, so I'm really hoping that turns into something special, but we're going to see. I'm a big fan of baking. I want to do more baking. I really do. So, do I have any Dijon mustard? Okay, so Grey Poupon deli mustard made with horseradish. Can anyone tell me if that's the same as Dijon before I actually put it in? Because I'm curious if anyone can stop me in time. Is this even good? Hold on. How long has this been in there? Before I start adding stuff to stuff. Oh god, no, that's very expired. There you go. Well, I mean, who even needs Dijon mustard anyway, really? I mean, really. It's fine. It's barely even a place. Really? I'm exclusively a yellow mustard kind of person, even then, like, barely. So we get into our mushrooms, and I think that's it. It just needs to simmer and get tasty for a bit. And then we can start grating our cheese. Because you know what's great? Cheese. That's why you grate it. Here to entertain and inform. Did you know bees instinctively know which way north is, even if they're like locked inside? I think that's interesting. Funny, because I've got the worst sense of direction. So I just got some pre-sliced mushrooms, and actually they looked pretty good. Typically, I'd buy and slice my own, but it's fine. I got other stuff going on. Is the fact working? I think I put the thing above maple. When I started the stream, I needed to create a new video capture, and when you do that, it goes on top of everything. So I'm glad that I actually was able to see that. Hold on. So now it should be below. That should be like everything fixed now. Hold on. Yeah. There's always something, right? There she is. Hey, Maple. Appreciate you. So Give it a little bit of a stir because we got like flour and butter and stuff. But it's mostly cold liquid, so it's not going to dissolve. You just want to kind of get it like decently mixed up. And let it be known, this is a very big pan. This is the biggest pan I own, and it's almost over the edge. So, you know, if you're making gravy, get yourself a really big pan. Yeah. Really big mushrooms. Why are you doing them one at a time? That's a good question, actually. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
What is going on?
No idea. Couldn't even guess. All right. That's like how many? How many mushrooms do we grab? All right, so that's like half a pound of mushrooms, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get it. All right. So I'm gonna put it on a medium heat until it gets warmed up and everything gets all dissolved and together. Then probably turn it down just a little bit. As many. I don't know with that much liquid. It's like I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. I'm likely going to have to add some more flour butter because there's a lot of liquid. There's also a lot of mushrooms, so keep an eye on it. Likely, it's not going to be like a whole big pan of liquidy gravy. It's meant to be like enough to spoon on top of each of them, where it's still liquid, but they're not like swimming in it. It's just like covering them. Just is the goal here. Let's get to shredding some cheese. Oh my god, if I can't find my cheese grater, I'm going to be very upset. There we go. Oh, there's like 3 of them in here. Why do we have 3? Is that a 4th one? Why do we have 4 cheese graters? Hold on. How much cheese do they expect to have? Alright, well. Alright. We got ourselves cheese going on. If at all possible, I tell people grate your own cheese because 1, if you're going by amount, it's a lot cheaper to buy a block of cheese. And 2, with shredded cheese, they add stuff to stop it from sticking, make it look better. And it kind of, it's not a strong taste, but it changes the way it tastes. And it doesn't melt as well. It's just, always grate your own cheese if you can. That's my tip for you guys. If you learn nothing else from me in the kitchen, and my God, you should not, grate your own cheese. You know, you be prepared for any cheeses that come your way. You know what they say about shredding your own cheese? It's great. But that being said, yeah, I couldn't find a block of Parmesan, so we'll just have to, yeah, it's fine. I don't think I need nearly this much, but I'd rather have too much than not enough, so we're just gonna go with it. Oh, bless you, Big. You laugh at my jokes. Everyone else thinks it's mental illness. Cheese time. For those of you who know Shiny here, my brother streams as well, Strong Style Shiny. Good guy. He's fond of cooking too, but we make different stuff. He's got me beat consistently grilling stuff. Like, he's a grilling wizard. And actually, crab mac and cheese, it's not his recipe, but he has a similar recipe. And it slaps. Slightly different. Oh, man. Guys. I think we did good with this. Oh, wow. I recognize you can't smell that. That smells amazing. Sorry, I'm kind of just proud of myself. Hold on. All right, let's get grating. Yeah. Okay, so any of you are curious what grating cheese is like, you put the cheese and you do that. Yeah, like I feel kind of bad. No, don't do that. I was gonna say post your addresses in chat and I'll mail you some gravy, but don't. Please don't. Like, legally, I have to tell you not to. But it's basically all we had going on in there is there was some fat from the burger, a little bit, flour butter, Worcestershire pepper, garlic. We skipped on the Dijon, which I'm kind of feeling bad about, actually. Let me take another look to see if we got any Dijon. I gave up on that pretty quickly. Do you guys know if minced ginger is anything like Dijon? Let me know. Smash that like button or something. Yeah, I don't think we got any. I'm tempted just to hit it with a little bit of horseradish now, to be honest with you, but nope, don't do that. It smells so good, I need to not mess with it, really. I have a bad habit of messing with stuff. I might actually be proud of that. That is a feat of cooking I just did over there. Let's ruin it with substandard mac and cheese. Speaking of ginger, I'm not sure who here is what age. Did you guys at all watch As Told by Ginger growing up, Nickelodeon? Maybe. 90s Kids, something. Remember that show? I don't know. I think it was a Canadian show, so probably United States and Canada, I do believe. Same way with, remember Pelswick? That kid with the really big nose, the cartoon with the kid in the wheelchair? That was also United States and Canada. And actually, I think that was Taiwan also for some reason. Been on a binge looking up old cartoon shows from my youth, so you know how 90s kids through bouts of depression will occasionally look up stuff online. Yeah, me too. Chalk Zone. Oh man, Chalk Zone. Even get me started on Chalk Zone. It got canceled and I was sad about it. 5-star Salisbury. We're going for it. Yeah, like, I've got a full bag of cheese here and I barely shredded any of this brick. Like, shredded cheese is a scam. It really is. You're getting like a sixth of the amounts and it doesn't taste as good. Oh man, Clarissa Explains It All. Yeah. Remember, God, remember the Secret World of Alex Mack, where she was like the T-1000, where she turned into metal and she had like electric powers. Remember that? What a wild time to be alive. Oh God, Beetleborgs. Remember Beetleborgs? Oh man. Speaking of, oh, if we're talking about Hey Dude, how about Cowboys of Moo Mesa? Man. Hey Dude. Well, John B, you know, it's a little wild, it's a little strange when you make your home out on the range. Can't help that. Couldn't stop it if you tried. Pete, I loved Pete and Pete. Because there was already the strongest man in the world, and they had some of the best villains. Like, if you think back, there was like Paper Cut, there was a bad guy named Pit Stain. Like, it was back in the day. Wild. You had like Stickily introducing shows. I missed that. Where am I going to put all this cheese? I am. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I got so much cheese. So, I'm not actually sure. I should probably be preheating my oven for this cheese. God, I hate how you phrased that, Big. I hate how you phrased that. Thank you, for Jesus Christ. Oh, right. You know what else? What other show misled me to think that you should just take a dunk in toxic waste? Doug. And if you don't think that there was radioactive mutants in Doug, then try to explain to me why everyone was like green and purple. Ah, there you go. That's why. You ever watch Doug and you're like, why is Roger green? That's why. Oh my God, his best friend was named Mosquito. Oh Christ. Oh, good time to be alive. Speaking of, Skeeter, his name was Skeeto. And there's actually another show on Nickelodeon, but it was a live action one, where it was called Cousin Skeeter. And it was live action, but the titular character was a puppet. So everyone else was just doing stuff. And the main character and his cousin would go on adventures, and the cousin was just straight up a puppet. It was wild. Man. What a time to be alive. Yeah, like, I just got, like, an aggressive amount of cheese already. Like, which would be one thing. This isn't the only cheese we're getting. Let's something. All right. Let's see if I need to preheat the oven for this. Right. So I'm pretty sure it wants me to bake this. It's an issue. I was complaining about cooking sites before, like how they don't give you like times and measurements anymore. They all start with like a paragraph or two or more of just like story. Like I'm looking up Salisbury steak and this lady's telling me about like this homeless guy in her neighborhood and like how she met him, and I'm like, lady, really? I'm trying to be nice. I don't care. Stop. Ah. All right, let's go. Out here in the fields. Like Rowdy Roddy, like the old wrestler? Oh, wild. Good morning. How are you doing? I always thought the colors on Douglas. Okay, so like that's interesting you say that because I'm pretty sure it was. I don't think I'm not sure. Like I don't know how much I'm gonna look into it, but like it very much was like just people of other skin tones. They just gave them like more pastel colors than in real life. So it was like they very much treated like white people as the default because they're the only ones that kept their skin tone, right? But like I don't think I'm being unsensitive here saying that Mosquito was meant to be African American, right? Like that's right. So like I don't know if they did it in a malicious way. I think it was just a weird design choice, like a stylistic thing. But I could be wrong about that. That's just how I felt about it. All right, that's going. Oh, I was complaining about mac and cheese. Right. Okay, hold on. Right. Just. It's wild how many pages you have to scroll down to get to the actual recipe. I'm mad. Gonna preheat that. Yeah. Pasta. Alright, so I was an idiot. We cooked the pasta. We gotta make the cheese sauce in the pan. So that's like butter, flour, then the cheese. Like I did that on the first cooking stream, but we gotta do our cheese sauce in there first. Then we mix the two, and then we bake them. Defoe, bless you. Oh God, Defoe, big, not even. Like this gravy's turning out pretty all right though. Like, let me see if I can do this without spilling gravy everywhere. I can only make a few things, but I can make a few things really well. It's whoop, spelling. This gravy's going all right. Like, oh my, can't see it that well because my camera sucks, but it's all right. Stay. I appreciate you guys. I'm just bad at stuff. I'm sorry, I'm bad at stuff. Okay. Let's finish with this block of cheese then. Yeah, we'll do this block of cheese and we'll do our start our cheese sauce. 'Cause you can make the cheese sauce without the cheese, but we can also get started on it, but like not very far. So we're just gonna need some.
This is to go even further.
Even further, B. Wearing socks. Christ. Do I look like a gentleman who owns socks? Why? Why? Don't understand. Why wear socks? Have warmer feet. There you go. Socks are a lifestyle choice, and I can't support it. Just it's the fabric industry trying to cheat us with insisting that we need another layer of clothing that we don't need. Maybe. Probably something you get used to. I don't know if it's a sensory thing. I just hate having to put them on. Like, I hate like it's a lot of fuss for foot sheaths. Oh, this is more cheese than any human could ever eat, and that's not even. That's like half of it. So we're just gonna. I'm gonna. There we go. I'm gonna rehome the rest of that block of cheese, and we're gonna start on cheese sauce, and then we're going to shred some pepper jack. Huh. That is interesting, actually. Foot sheath, I just don't see the point. Like, I'm at home. Like, to be fair, I never leave my house, so that might have something to do with it. The only time I ever leave my house, I leave my house once or twice a week, usually once a week. Once a week to go to my doctor, and then like a separate instance of like once a month to go to my doctor. So every 4 weeks there's like a 2, but that's it. Like, why wear socks around your own house? Like, what if a burglar breaks in and you're trying to run away from them, and you slip on the linoleum and you just fall because your socks are really slick and you just can't escape the burglar. You gotta think about that kind of stuff. It's funny you say that because when I'm sleeping is the only time I wear socks. Oh my god, some kind of sociopath. That's the moment I knew that Bees was actually crazy. All right. So. Hold on. We're just going to start freestyling a little bit. I'm pretty sure I know how to do this. I'm about to screw it up. We're going to use the whole stick of butter because if you wanted healthy, you wouldn't be on a Bees stream, so sorry. Although I don't remember the exact measurements, so we're just gonna, I'm pretty sure it's like the same amount of each. as far as I know.
And this is to go even further.
Yes, thank you. Finally.
That's what you get for being a bad guy.
I'm a terrible person. I'm sorry. We're gonna finally crack open that half and half. I know, but it's been in the corner there the whole time, waiting. Maybe. Release.
And this is to go even further.
Every time. Every single time. I love it. Alright, so now we can turn the gravy down just a bit. Thank you, Big. That means a lot. Well, I won't tolerate that kind of language in chat, though, I'm warning you. Alright. So we're going to do the base of our cheese sauce, flour, butter, half and half. And then mix in the cheese that we grated. So once we do that, we mix in the cheddar. I'm going to start grating the pepper jack. Gravy's going mostly well. Needs to reduce a little bit more. Oven's preheated. So actually, truth be told, they're both going to cook at the same temperature. So once we get the cheese sauce made and that reduced, we can actually put both of them in the oven at the same time. And once that happens, we can start on mashed potatoes because that's going to not take very much time. Is the plan. How long have I been doing this? Hour and 23 minutes. That sounds about right. Oh, delicious cheddar. Oh. So here's what I'm going to do. Use a metal spoon, but you're just really careful not to scratch the pan, right? I lied. We're gonna find a whisk. Yeah. Because I know we have a nice rubber whisk. Good for sauce business. You know, we're trying to be as unhealthy as possible. This dinner's meant to be luxurious, not healthy. We got, oh yeah, this is like meant to be decadent and bad for you. that don't seem right. Hold on. We have to figure this out because I'm not sure why it's wrong. It's not quite right. I'm pretty sure it just needs more liquid. Hold on. That is actually a lot closer to what I wanted. So, not quite though. Yeah. So like much more half and half than I thought. That's all right. You know what? I think that was the same last time too. I didn't add enough. Yeah, that's better. Seems about right. Oh, that's better. Like, I'm happy about how it's spelling, but Code. Good morning. Thank you for the hydrate. It's meant to be like, yeah, my light's not great. It's meant to be like halfway between instant mashed potato and like Play-Doh almost. Is how you want it. It doesn't smell like much because really it is just half and half flour and butter. So like, I guess like pancakes it smells like, I suppose, like plain pancakes. Then you start adding cheese into it, a little more half and half if you need to. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Cheese. You mix up your gravy a little bit. You gotta keep mixing up your gravy a little bit. And that's actually getting to about where I want it. The mushrooms shrunk down a little more than I thought they would, but that's fine. That's alright. So we're gonna turn that off. I wish my camera was better. Sorry. But that's I mean, yeah, can't see like the little speckles of pepper in it, but that's what my light. Hold up. My light is. Does that look better? Oh, okay, that looks a little bit better. A little bit. But it's been tasty looking. So that's the Salisbury steak. We got brown on the outside. We're gonna finish cooking them in a pan in that gravy. So that's the idea for that. Oven's preheated, so we really do just need to finish making this cheese sauce for that. With the computer here, I've got like no space. So like, just big handfuls of cheese. You're probably supposed to melt a little bit at a time, but what can I say? I'm bad at stuff. If anything, I was wrong. It probably should be a little bit liquidy, because you need to mix in all the cheese, right? So as you add the cheese, you probably could stand to add a little more liquid. The goal is to have like a liquid cheese sauce. So as you add solids, it's reasonable to add a little bit of half and half. and maybe a little bit of butter. It really depends on how unhealthy you're being, but it's a good look. It really is. Or tasty, I guess. Oh my. Yeah, that turned out great, actually. So it's meant to be like, it looks like almost cheese dough. It's it'll pull away from the pan, and it's just really tasty. Anytime you make like a cheese sauce for broccoli cheese, anything like that, this is the exact same way you do that. You can just mess around with different kinds of cheese. You do like a Mexican dip, you can chop up tomato and onion, throw that in there in the end. You know, do what you want, follow your heart. But that's basically how you make a cheese sauce. Without knowing how much cheese I need in that, I'm going to add my Parmesan, we're going to add our pepper jack, and then go from there. So like basically the stuff that you would use to make a salsa, make your cheese sauce with the according, like, you know, the cheeses you would normally make for like queso dip or something. And then add whatever ingredients for salsa, so like tomato, onion, pepper, a little bit of cumin, right? And you don't want to cook it because like you'll, wow, a little bit, but throw them in near the end, right? Make sure they're good dip. You can do that with just about anything. Philly cheese, green pepper, onion, kind of thing. Little bits of steak if you're feeling fancy. Once you can make a cheese sauce, the world's your oyster, is what I'm saying. So, cheddar has fat in it. Cheese is kind of fatty. So as I was doing that, I recognized that there's a little bit of fat around the edge boiling up. And that's typically your sign to add a little bit more flour. Combat that. It's going to be wildly unhealthy, but a little more flour. It's why you never just sit down and eat cheese sauce. It's not great for you, but off the heat, give it a chance to all homogenize again. You're cooking it, the grease and the cheese kind of went its own way and it started bubbling up. You want to give it a chance to take it off the heat and mix it all back up. Cheese and flour, and basically what I'm saying is if it's ever too solid to be considered, like too solid to pour, add more cream. And if it ever starts like grease starts pooling, a little bit of flour, mix it all up. I started this stream by saying this was just me cooking for myself. There's no way that's true. This would kill me if I ate all of this. So I just might. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Speaking of bridges, we got only sometimes. Speaking of bridges, Jeff, we gotta shred some pepper jack. Oh so bad at things. Ellie's been sitting on the kitchen table looking at me this whole time. She looks concerned. Hey, I'm glad. Big, I can always rely on you to catch my really dumb not jokes. It's not even a joke, I just said Jeff Bridges. But thank you. Where, all right, so once I get this shredded up, we should be able to put both those in the oven and start mashed potato. What kind of cheeses you guys like? 'Cause this is medium cheddar, pepper jack, a little bit of Parmesan. Swapped in pepper jack for Gruyere because I couldn't find any in Walmart. I imagine other stuff would have done it too. I'm a little worried about this because I don't want it to be so spicy you can't taste the crab, because that's the reason we're here, but I imagine a little bit of zip is going to be welcome. And pepper jack do be creamy. And actually, we are going to be baking this now that I think of it. So probably we could stand to make it a little bit liquidier than we usually would for cheese sauce. Because it's going to bake and it's going to, a little bit of the moisture is going to come out of it. That's alright. I was going to say I was tempted to add more butter, but with all of the oil coming out of the cheese, that's really fine. That's fine. Do not need to. Oh, I'm so sorry. Alright, cooking stream's canceled. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. It's an interesting one. Because it's like, I feel weird calling it a kind of cheese because it's really not. It's a cheese with something else in it. Its defining characteristic is something you've added to it. So it's like saying, what's your favorite part about apples, and saying apple pie. Like, that seems kind of cheating, don't it? Like, what's your favorite apple? Apple pie? Probably cheating. Although I will have, like, a block of cheese to eat later, so that's going to be great. Smoked Gouda. I was going to say if you're nasty. A little bit. Sometimes you just gotta throw caution to the wind and eat a pound of smoked Gouda. It's fine. So, add the cheese. We're gonna see how this goes. So this is currently very cheesy. This is wild, actually. So, like, yeah, very cheesy. Cheese sauce, and we just added another fistful of it. So, you ever start cooking something and then I'm quickly realizing how unhealthy this is. This might be the most calories I've ever seen in one place. This is all just cheese and butter. Oh my god. But I need it. Okay. So So that's what I'm saying. It's gonna need to be a little soupier than you. Beads. It's probably gonna need to be a little soupier than you'd think, right? So we're going for a little more flour, and then a little more half and half. Like a little more flour, and probably mostly half and half. Well, I say that, don't I? We're gonna go for just some half and half. I think that might be all right because there's plenty of flour in there. I'm not trusting myself. Right. We're basically right now it has the consistency of like hot Play-Doh, I guess. We want it to be like a pourable sauce, and we really need to just add more liquid to do that. So that's what we're gonna do. It's fine. Although you need heat. Forgot we turned our heat off. So that's going to have to warm up a little bit. I'm going to get a dish out for my Salisbury situation while that's warming up. Getting very nearly ready for that.
Hey, sweetie. Hey.
Ellie's like, oh, you're on the floor too now, so she came over.
Hey, sweetie.
I know. I know. I love you so much. Oh, what happened? Adam, good morning. How are you doing today? You did hear a kitty. Hold on. Ellie. Oh, she found some cheese. Ma'am, you should not be eating floor. Hi. Well, you can see her tail. Hold on. There she is. She found some floor cheese. Speaking of cheese, Matza, good morning. How are you doing? Appreciate you guys. Ellie, are you not going to say hello? Ah, she suddenly became shy. If she comes back, I'll point the camera at her. No, Adam, how are you doing? Bzz, Dandy, you as well. I've not seen you in a little bit. Hope you're all doing well today. Baby, that's what I'm saying. Hold on. Although I got distracted. Hold up. We're getting nearly ready to put everything in the oven. I've got some cheese sauce I'm making currently. Finishing, once that's done, we can put it in the oven. Oh, they're gonna get it. Gotcha. All right, I came over with Ellie.
Hey, sweetie.
She like jazz. I like jazz. I do like jazz. Here's Ellie. Hey, sweetie. Oh, is she purring? Hey, sweetheart. I love her so much. right. It's getting there. Took it off the heat, so kind of like chunky and weird. Oh God, chunky and weird. That describes me too, doesn't it? Oh man. Well, you are what you eat. Oh, all right. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out while I'm weird and make food. What was I doing? My best. Okay, yeah, right. So. Okay. So while this isn't quite as thin as I'd like it, I also know I'm about to screw it up if I mess with it anymore, so we're not doing that. All right. So now all we should have to do for that is add the cheese, the pasta, and the crab, right? Let's try that. Let's find out how that works. Put my beat glasses back up. Oh, we doing it. All right. Appreciate you guys. Actually, let's do this over here. No reason not to. Do some. Yeah. Easier to mix if it's in a pan, I suppose. Yeah. That's a lot of pasta. In fact, let's not use all that pasta. Let's not do that. Hold on. It's fine. It'll be all right. I'm pretty sure it didn't call for a whole thing, but anyway, just like if you buy a box of pasta, like you're going to use the whole box of pasta, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Like what measures pasta? You know what I'm saying? Probably not. Cheese sauce. God, if I keep messing with it like that, my webcam is really gonna fall off. Well, that would do it. Pasta, though, is something I never really consider. It's just like that's the unit you use, like one box of pasta. So like, it's nothing to look at right now. But you scoop it onto the, like you can see it, like it's a layer. It's like a blanket of cheese. We gotta mix it all up, but it is a blanket of cheese. Like, ooh. So it's a little bit thicker than you probably normally like, but you know, we're just gonna have to. In fact, I probably could switch to a fork now. It's fine. We just gotta mix the pasta and this together. And then I will be likely putting some crab. I'm not sure if I'm going to mix it in or not. Kind of should, right? Probably should. Yeah. And then we're going to take a little bit of our remaining cheese and sprinkle that on top when we bake it. We're getting to the point where we're just getting stuff ready to go in the oven. But it's just about ready. We just got to get it in the dish. Crab mac and cheese. I'm very excited about it. Oh yeah, no, this is crab mac and cheese. Also doing Salisbury steak with mushroom gravy. That's done and ready to go in. And some mashed potatoes. That didn't mix quite as much as I'd like, but it's cooling down and it's thickening up, so that's probably going to be alright. It's going to cook and be fine, yeah. It's alright. So for this we did medium cheddar, a little Parmesan, a little pepper jack. Got some canned or tinned crab if you're British enough about it. Try to be accommodating to our overseas audience and translate for you guys. It's one of the services I provide. All right. So I got this canned crab meat, and it's still closed, so I've got no idea how it's actually gonna. Hopefully, it's good. Never bought canned crab meat before. And likely all of my cats are about to come like rushing at me because I'm doing a can opener thing. You know how cats are. Defoe, I'm proud of you. I'm sorry. I'm doing multiple things. Didn't see it. You know I'm proud of you, silly goose. Alright, let's see what the inside of this can looks like. Well, only if you don't break the chain. That's the prerequisite. Once you break the chain, then it's over. Oh, okay. That's actually that's a good one. I went through a Fleetwood Mac phase when I was around middle school. I think end of elementary, middle school age. I had a massive crush on Stevie Nicks. It was the wildest thing. So it looks it looks decent crab meat. I wasn't sure what to expect. It's all pre-cooked, right? Yeah. It's really tasty. Oh my god. Wow. Man, guys, for as expensive as that is, yeah, I expect it to be tasty, but still. Alright. Doing a whole bunch of... I don't want to break it up too much, because it really is, you want it to be chunks of crab. So I'm actually, because I'm cooking for myself and I'm allowed to do that, I'm just going to stir it in gently with my fingies, because I'm the one eating it. And as thick as this cheese sauce is, I'm worried it would destroy all the crab. So let's get my whisk out of the way. I would use a utensil, but I don't want to whisk it. It's not all mixed up, just kind of zhuzh it a little bit. So half it's still on the top, and now a little bit's in there. Yeah, that's nothing wrong with that. It's fine. I do need to open up the other one though, so let me clean off my hands. Honestly, I wasn't sure how this was going to turn out. This is looking ooh, guys. If you weren't here for my last cooking stream, believe me when I say it was some of the worst food I've ever had in my life. Because it was meant to be funny, but this is man. Guys, you want to come over? Whisk puns, yeah. You guys want to come over for dinner? Because I'm still cooking. You got time. It's just coming up on 6 p.m. now. You guys are invited. I just want to, no worries. I don't want to make it weird. Don't feel like you need to show up, but you're invited if you want to. Some crab macaroni and cheese. I did put my fingers in it though, so just be mindful of that, I suppose. And if nothing else, I'm just having a lot of fun with you guys and food to look forward to. Hey, Big or any of my mods really, could one of you guys do a poll for me? I need to know if like you guys think that do you think I should give Ellie a piece of crab? Do you think Ellie deserves a piece of crab? I won't do it if you don't want me to, but it's up to you guys. She's looking at me like she knows. She's very smart. Alright, so I'm actually gonna get some more water because I'm getting dizzy. That's weird. Alright. Been moving around a lot. I appreciate you all the time. Not sure if you can hear, but she's meowing at me now. Hi. I know. Hi. Oh, she's so sweet. Let me actually look at this mamma jamma. I was half expecting you to just put yes and yes. I'm a little surprised by that. 12. Well, if nothing else, that's my way of finding out who's here because I can't look at like the numbers. So, really, that's a lot of people. God, I'm nervous now. Oh, okay. Tell you what, that many. I'll fish out a chunk for all three of them. Appreciate you, John B. Yeah, I'll give them. They each get a piece of crab. If I'm going to treat myself with some crab mac and cheese, yeah, you better believe they're getting some crab too. Although they do need to be identical size, right? Yeah. Another piece for me. Gosh. That's actually really tasty. Like, as expensive as it is, like, I'm kind of mad it costs as much as it does. I've never bought tinned crab before, and I likely won't again, but, I mean, maybe. That's good. If you're all familiar with Sorted Food on YouTube, they're a British cooking channel, and I watch so much of them I catch myself accidentally saying stuff like tinned crab because British. Nothing wrong with it, it's just, it feels weird. I went through a phase one time where I watched so much Doctor Who, the internal monologue in your brain, like your words inside your head. For me, for a while, they had a British accent and it was wild. It was weird. I mean, yeah, if you've got some, like, obviously check the expiration date, and check because it'll either say white or lump. If it's white, it's like mushy, like just a bunch of it. But if it's lumps of it, you can actually just take them out and eat them. They're very good that way. It really depends on the application. Peter Capaldi. Oh man. Look at the eyebrows. These are attack eyebrows. They want to see seed from my face and start their own independent nation of eyebrows. Capaldi is a miracle. We did not deserve Capaldi. Oh my god, Adam! I forget that you're a Doctor Who fan also. Oh god, I love Doctor Who. If any of you guys are Doctor Who fans beside that, let me know who your favorite doctors are. Or if you got more than one, I don't know. Okay, so all mixed up. It looks kind of all samey, but it's like because the macaroni and the cheese sauce ended up the same color, so it's like nothing. It looks like just plain pasta with some stuff in it, right? I promise most of this is like cheese sauce. I'm sure it'll look better once we get going. I'll take some decent pictures once it gets done and post them in the Discord because right now, like, my webcam's not great. Really, people don't like Capaldi? I don't like late Capaldi. Like, his first season, season 8, was maybe my favorite season. But the writing kind of got away from any sense of human decency. All right. So we got that. We're gonna be gentle with these because they kind of did break up a little bit. And for these, all we did was we basically made 4 hamburger patties. Put them in a hot pan long enough to get some color on the outside, but they're still raw on the inside. We used that grease, that fat, with some beef stock, butter, flour, garlic, Worcestershire pepper, probably something else I'm forgetting, and just a half pound of mushrooms. So we're going to put that sauce on them, and they're going to finish baking in that sauce. So they should have all that flavor with a crispy outside, because you always run that risk of it being like a weird mushy when you bake it in gravy. So hopefully that color we got on at the beginning is going to help in that way. Most people are the opposite. Oh, I got stuff. Oh, hold on. We got to talk about this. Hold on. I'm gonna show you my gravy again because I'm actually really proud of how this turned out. This like, God, I hate how there's like a glare. This turned out like some of the best. Oh my God, if you could smell this. Don't drop the mac. Yeah, I was kind of like swinging macaroni and cheese around because I'm mad. Oh man, guys. So what I'm actually gonna do is put a cover, some aluminum cover on top of the steaks to stop them dehydrating, because the gravy's about the consistency you want, and I don't want it to like all dry up. But the mac and cheese can cook through a bit. Yeah. Another sprinkling of cheese. Because I've got way more cheese than I needed. Do that. This is like I'm never this good at making stuff. It's wild. I know we've talked about it before, and I'm still like I'm still opinionated about it. So like, what? So what time is it? Hold on. I don't know how to set an alarm. How long should I cook things for? How long do you cook things for? Let's say a half hour. Okay? Is my Google thing still here? Okay, Google, what time is it? Nope. All right. Well, it's not here still. Somewhere they moved it. I don't know where it is. So let's just say a half hour. Let's check on a half hour. That seems like too much for the mac and cheese, though, don't it? Oh God, now I'm indecisive. 20 minutes. 20 minutes and then check on it. That sounds good. All right. In the meantime, we're going to start the potatoes and give some crap to my cats. But no, like season, like his first season, Capaldi was my favorite because it was like they had so much stuff for him to do and it was him focused. After his first season, they made the entire thing about Clara and Danny's relationship, and I really didn't care. Like, you could tell that they did so well with Rory and Amy that they were trying to like capture that again, and it just did not work. They just forced the show to be about this relationship that nobody cared about, and I hated that. I hated Clara for the longest time because I felt like she ruined the show, and I've since made peace with Clara after Bill showed up because Bill's just worse. So it's easy to like Clara now, I suppose, in hindsight. But yeah, the writing just kind of got away with it. But season 8 is maybe my favorite. Like, that's up there, definitely. Mummy on the Orient Express, masterpiece. Gonna clean up a little bit. Yeah, so let's say like 20 minutes I'll look at it. I'm not sure how long these are going to take. So I know the meat has a lot more cooking that needed than the mac and cheese. I don't want the mac and cheese to dry out, so we're just going to do that. Yeah. I will get into my potato secrets. I promised you guys mashed potato secrets. Because you're like, bees, you rube, you fool. You buffoon. You waited this long to do your mashed potatoes. It's too late. You don't got time. They take too long. I promise I got a secret. But, crab first. See how many of my kids show up. Let's see. See if they'll show up if I call them for dinner. Ellie's already here. Hi. You're sweetie. I know. See if she likes crab. I know for a fact they've never eaten it before. Really? You're gonna say no to crab? You're really? I'm mad. Really? Yeah. Oh my God. Really? Well, Well, I mean, let's see if the other two will eat it, because I'll eat it if they're not going to eat it. Wild. It's funny, you never think cats will be as picky as they are, but they really are. You never know what they're going to eat. Maybe they know something about that I don't. Maybe it's poison. It could be. And the other two just start showing up, so like, huh. Fun. Sure. look at her. Look at the way she's looking at me. It's like she's disappointed in me. Ma'am, that's your food. Yeah. Why? She's yelling at me. Eat. Eat. You literally just ate some cheese off the floor. You can have some crap. Oh my god. Cats are wild. Alright, well. Hey! You want the floor crab? Yeah. Come here. Really? I suppose in the wild a cat wouldn't exactly eat a crab, would it, right? That is weird to me. You're just like, yeah, it's a cat, they want seafood, right? Yeah, well, I guess. Well, there's Miles. Come here, sweetie. Hi. He's a sweetie and I love him. Alright, maybe Bella will, I don't know. Alright, now let me get me started on my potatoes. Alright, it's not a huge secret. Basically what we're going to be doing is, instead of peeling them, cutting them, boiling them, and mashing them, we're going to be baking them. At which point you can peel the skin off, and they're already done. You just take the baked insides, mix it with butter and whichever you're going to do, salt, pepper. There you go. Bake them and scoop out the inside. Not only is it a lot easier and faster, when you boil them it absorbs a lot of water. So this way they're richer. They don't have all that water inside of them, diluting the flavor. Although, that being said, this many potatoes, I don't actually know how long to microwave them for. Yeah, you can microwave a baked potato. It's a lot easier. Really all you need to do is make sure you puncture a bunch of holes. Like use a fork and stab it a bunch of times. But like a large baked potato, 5 minutes. Just be careful because it's going to be very, very hot when you're done. But yeah, it's the easiest way to bake them. I still know as many as this is. Tempted to just do 2 at a time because, yeah. like. I mean, let's do 5 minutes and find out. 'Cause, like, that's how long I would do a regular big potato. It's like 2 of them. I'm not sure. And like, it's easy to find out. You just stab into it and check. Actually, that's going. I'll need to get another pan out for that. One of the many reasons I'm a nuisance to live with. Whenever I cook, every single pot and pan and dish in the kitchen gets dirty. Just all of them. Everyone. Feel bad about it. Like, I'll do dishes after, but believe me, it looks like a war zone in here right now. Closing those recipe things. I had the recipes open on my laptop, and I looked at them twice, but like the only time I looked at them, I just got mad and I kind of did my own thing. So for having freestyled all of this, I'm kind of happy about how it's turning out. I knew like similar recipes to do this. It's just I'm not sure it's turning out exactly the way it does for them, but it looks pretty good to me. We got our potatoes. We're gonna do just a glug of half and half, some butter, some salt and pepper. So keep that out. Oh my God, hold up. I was supposed to give that crab mac and cheese a dusting of Old Bay. I've never actually tasted Old Bay. I've heard really good things about it. Is it just like... Oh. Hold on. Right. I just like... Yeah. Move. Guys, it just went from tasty to gourmet. Oh, I'm very proud of myself. Like, I'm still not sure if you can see this, but it is looking. Oh man. Hopefully I timed this right. These potatoes are getting close to that 5 minute. Miles says hi. Yeah, like it's some powerful crab mac and cheese. I'm sure it's not as good as Shiny's, but still. Remember, very, very hot. Alright, not quite. If you slice into it with a knife, you can hear it if it's not quite done inside. I say slice, more like a stab. So I'll do another 4 minutes, yeah. Mostly, this is just not a lot going on, to be honest with you. I could probably clear up, but you know, we'll put a couple things away. But really, we're just waiting for the stuff in the oven to get done. Once the potatoes are soft enough, we can mix up some mashed potato. In fact, I probably don't even need a pot to do that. I probably could get away with doing that in a decent sized bowl. I'm just so used to eating things out of pots. I don't know. I think everyone here in chat can relate. They were a single gentleman living out on their own at least one point in their life, and you eat out of pots. Yeah, no, that Old Bay is interesting. I don't know what I was expecting out of it, but I mean, it's basically just like, it's hard to describe, but it tastes good. McCormick makes a similar one. They call it rotisserie seasoning, but it's a little different. And I was gonna say I don't know what I want to do with the rest of these mushrooms because I only used half the pound, maybe not even. I'll remember to saute these up. A little bit of garlic, a little bit of thyme, like a little garlic, a little thyme, a moderate amount of oregano, butter. Put them with your scrambled eggs; they're very tasty. Oh, Big, welcome back. We're doing kitchen stuff. It's probably the least exciting part of this whole thing, but you know, that's implying that any of it was exciting. Sorry. That's what I'm saying. Oops. Finger slip, I'm sorry. So we're letting the stuff in the oven cook. Actually, it has a couple more minutes. So when the potatoes are done, we can check the stuff in the oven. And when the potatoes get done, though, that's like mashed potatoes. We're making mashed potatoes out of baked potatoes. So it should be getting close to being done around 2.5 hours. It's funny how well this has gone. It's concerning. Alright. I appreciate you guys. Oh, I mean, we're all hanging out, and I've got time to spend. I'll tell you about a bee emote I've been working on that I cannot get right. So I'm probably gonna peer pressure Mountain Horse into working on it for me if she doesn't mind. She's usually really sweet about it. She gets excited about her emotes too. Remember, lava hot. Do not touch them. basketball-sized potato. It's wild how much longer that one's taking. But no, bee emote. It's a bee with like a little knight's helmet on. And I know that doesn't make any sense. You're like, for what purpose? It's our good night emote. So we got a ninja, we got a Viking, we're gonna have a knight for good night. But I'm working on it. It's giving me some hassle because I'm very bad at stuff. And we're turning the lurk bee into an animated one. I've been talking about that for a long time. Alright, so this potato is going to be done. And then we're going to check the stuff out. I need some more water. You guys staying hydrated as much as you should be? Because you're probably not. And you should be. Before I'm really tempted just to dig into this because it's all like turning out so well. But I'm going to take some better pictures for the Discord. I really want to show off what I can do because the last cooking stream was just a train wreck. Like, the food was just inedible. It's funny, but I'm mad about food waste. Ah, well, almost all the way there then. Because practically he's not going to cut it. Well, I don't know what you're expecting. You're trying to disassemble her bed to wear, and I don't appreciate you doing that. She found a nice soft spot to nap on, and honestly, it's hers now. All right. I was not appreciating how big these potatoes were when I did this. So maybe when you do it, use smaller potatoes, I don't know. Or cut them in half. Hold on, guys. Guys, I got an idea. We're discovering tips together. We're going to cut them in half because that's a smart idea, right? It's like my cat. It's like Miles. Miles will click off of my game when I'm streaming. He'll knock stuff over, but the way he looks at me when he's done, he's like, it makes it very difficult to be mad at him. Because like he'll climb on my keyboard and click off my game, and the look he gives me is like, "Dad, I just want to be close to you. Don't you love me?" And it kills me inside. Just a little bit longer for both of them. And the Salisbury steaks could stand for just a little bit of color on top. Hold on, how do you have sunlight? And the sun broke into food. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not exactly sure what you just said, but I appreciate you and hope you're taking care of yourself. Staying hydrated, very important. But I'll say the reason I have sunlight is it's outside or it's just kind of chilling out there. Is why I have sunlight. I'm gonna take care of this aluminum foil. Yeah. Part of me really just wanted to mix up the potatoes in a big bowl, but a pot really makes the most sense, don't it? I hate the sun. The sun and I, we never get along. I just, I've always been a night person. Sunlight's overrated. It really is. Just drink some orange juice or something and be alright. Probably, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Don't listen to me. That is true, though. Nature-wise, we do need sun. I just don't need to be there for it, is what I'm saying. Like, if it wants to happen without me being there, that'd be great. I will see if I can peel off these potatoes without burning myself, though. We're gonna see how that goes. So right now, that's about the only thing we need to do. Yeah, good. See? We're getting there. Peeling. Steamy. You can't see the steam probably, but it's very steamy. See, as simple as that. You peel it off, and all of a sudden you just got potato inside, this is basically mashed potato, but lacking a little bit of moisture. And you put that in the form of cream and butter. Very unhealthy, very tasty. In a perfect world, you'd wait for it to cool off and just do this with your hands, but I didn't time it great. I'm bad at multitasking. That's fine. Okay, this one's going a lot better. If you're good enough, yeah, you can just take off big pieces like that. I apologize, I can't be over there to look at chat right now. Not while I'm doing this. Well, why? Don't I just... Yeah, let's do that. Couldn't tell you. We're not big. I don't want to be a jerk about it, but we're not making pizza. Silly goose. You'll excuse my language. You're being a silly goose. I see the skin just peels off when they're done, so that's great. I have a little bit left on there, it's not the end of the world. Fiber, vitamin. Stop. Okay. Okay, so my advice to you is to know how long potatoes take to cook. I do not, apparently, so that's something we're dealing with currently. But you know, that's something, you know, with a little more experience, you'll get a handle on that. It really depends on how confident you are in peeling your potatoes, because like, if you feel like you could have an easier time peeling them than I am, like this way, by all means. For me, it's a lot easier. Yeah, like, I've been slacking. And you know how much I love to grind. Actually, fun fact, speaking of, it doesn't come up in conversation very often, because why would it, but I invented twerking, and it was the wildest thing. What happened was, I was really drunk and I forgot how to stand up. And it just kind of took off. My friend Miley was there, she helped me up. It was an adventure, let me tell you. Just visualize me so drunk I'm trying to stand up and I'm just accidentally twerking. It's very funny. Alright, that is 2 entire potatoes. So yeah, they don't have to boil them, don't have to cut them, don't have to peel them. Wow, we peel them, but it's easier. You're welcome for that. I'm gonna have to thoroughly wash these gloves when I'm done with them now, though. Don't appreciate that, but I can't argue about it, I suppose. I am a rotund swarm of bees. Oh my god, Big, it took me a sec. Yeah, so the hold on, there's potatoes about to go off. And actually the rest of my food should be done, so I think I timed this perfectly, actually. Hold on. Let me get my food out and I'll tell my joke. Oh my. I mean, yeah. Let me take it a quick stab to see if it's cooked all the way through. This should be good. Oh my god, that's perfect actually. That is wild. I'm gonna take some pictures when we're done here and post them for you guys because my camera sucks. But this is going so well, and it shouldn't be, but it is. was like, yeah, really what I do now is finish peeling these potatoes, mix them with some butter, some half and half, some salt and pepper. Like, man, this is going. But no, joke time. Joke time. So the distance from my house to the bar down the street it's a 5-minute walk. But it's a 35-minute walk on the way back. And let me tell you, the difference is staggering. Actually, come to think of it, I mentioned them earlier this stream. Sorted Food, that British YouTube channel. That's actually where I stole that joke from. Every once in a while, I don't know if they still do it, but for a while they did like these dad jokes at the end of streams or videos. And honestly, some of them kind of sucked, but that's where I got that one from, and that one always stuck with me. Were there any other ones? I feel like now I need to, because I don't want to be mean. I got a couple decent jokes from them, so like some of them suck, like just outright garbage, but some of them real good. Like their one joke, what is loud and sounds like apple? Apple! And I appreciate that. Okay, this one's not peeling as well. I think this could have stood just another minute in the microwave. Yeah, like some decent jokes. Okay. Yeah, these are significant. You can tell these are significantly hotter. We're all right. Just in the interest of time, and because I'm getting so much more out of these than I thought I would, I don't need as many as I made. I'm going to just slice them open and scoop out the insides with a spoon. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be alright. Let's just. It's fine. Take these off, wash these. No. That's just one of the grossest things I can imagine. I do not understand why some people are into what they're into. I'm not about a kink shame, but this is a family-friendly channel. You know what I'm saying? Let's be making some potatoes over here. So, like, yeah, you got all your fluffy middle. Now we just need a little bit of half and half, a little bit of butter. I could probably bust out the electric mixer, but it's loud and so splashy splash of that. I don't think I have enough butter out, so we're gonna hold on. Butter. Oh God, I was hoping I wouldn't have to use fridge cold, but I'm sure it'll be alright, as hot as those potatoes are. They're still steaming. You're welcome. I care about you guys. I want to make sure you have some substandard humor. And remember, guys, if anyone ever tells you to put garlic in your mashed potatoes, they're not your friend, you stop talking to them. Garlic is amazing. I love garlic. Does not belong in a mashed potato. Legally, you're allowed to punch them if they suggest it. But that's like worst case scenario. That's like if you can't escape, like if they've got you quartered somewhere, suggesting. Normally you can just walk away, but assuming they're like forcing you. So, let's see. I'm gonna have that melt faster. We're gonna put that butter at the bottom and cover it by the potato, right? Do a little salt, do a little pepper. Whoop. Decent bit of both, but remember you can always add some more, so be a little light-handed on it. Like a little bit less than you think you need. Taste it. Because don't get me wrong, under-seasoning is also a crime, but until you put it on the plate, you can add stuff to it. And the good news is, oh yeah, I'm taking pictures. Good news is my family's not going to be back until tomorrow, so I can eat and then clean up all of this mess tonight. Because believe me when I say, if you look to the off that way just slightly, there's a lot of dishes. Oh, I probably could bust out the whisk, right? Could I? Hold on. Do I have an electric whisk anywhere? I never use an electric whisk. Potato masher. Where's my potato? I know I have a potato masher. Hold on. Not sure what this is, but now it's going to be a potato masher. You know? I mean, it might be. It's working like one. Okay. And remember, guys, your stomach thinks all potatoes are mashed potatoes. So you think about that sometime. Whether you want to or not. Yeah, this is going very well. And in case any of you guys want to rewatch the cooking stream, if I remember, after we get done here, I'm going to upload the previous cooking streams. So, not this one, but the Mountain Dew one is going up. So, you know. Better late than something, I suppose. That does sound like something Flesh Bee would say. Oh, bless, thank you. This sounds about right. Yeah, an electric mixer, an electric mixer, yes. An electric mixer would make this so much easier. Don't ever use one. Fine. Let's do just a little more half and half. Just a little more. Mix it up, taste it, see if we need any more salt or pepper. If we need any salt, likely I'm just gonna add a little more butter because it's salted butter. Remember, guys, unsalted butter is for cowards. So think about that. Okay, that turned out very well. It does need a little bit though. So, man, that's good. Hold on. You guys want some potato? Oh my. Guys, I didn't even realize I was good at cooking. I just kind of make it up as I go. So just a little more butter and I'll be alright. Man, that is wild. Okay, yeah, this is big. I'm not sure if you were here when I said it, but you're welcome to come over for dinner. Like, I'll share. I made plenty. Don't feel obligated, but I'll share with you if you want to come over. A little more butter. A little more salt. Make sure your salt is properly sealed. Either hold on to it when you're doing it or pour some in your hand and grab it from your hand. Because having the lid come off of your salts while you're pouring it is a mistake that you only ever make once. And then you just make sure you never do that ever again. All right. Well, oh no. Be safe. Fill up jug of water if you need to. Hunker down. Get some candles ready. Appreciate you. My food is still warm, and I know I need to go and take some pictures. So I'm gonna actually. It's a kind of abrupt. I'm gonna sign off. Let me I mean, I'll still show you. Hold on. Because I'm gonna take some pictures and post them in the Discord. But yeah, the potatoes turned out really well. I recognize that my webcam sucks, but like I'm gonna take some pictures for you guys. I'm just really excited about this. Just cool enough to handle, and like these turned out really well. Like, man, I'm excited. I'm gonna take some pictures. I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna worry about doing dishes. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out on the stream. I can't imagine this was very exciting, but it was a relaxed time for me and have some fun chatting with some people. Appreciate you. Hope you have a nice rest of your evening. Defoe, be safe. Everybody, take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. Eat if you haven't. I'll talk to you guys later.